Hey, what's up guys, Spirit here, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. So today we're back, we're playing Ultimate Drilling Tycoon, I believe the game's called in Roblox. And I have played it a little bit yesterday before I went to bed actually. And I've played it a little bit again this morning. So I am Rebirth level 1, we can now get to Rebirth level 2. So this is the entire first world, we'll go ahead and show that. And then this is world number 2, which you do get for Rebirth number 1. And this is all complete now as well. So it's pretty easy. It's not really a difficult game in my opinion. All you have to really do is just keep buying the drills and the upgrades for the money as quickly as you can, and then you can always just buy the wars and everything for afterwards. So I'll get to work and show you in just a second. We will go ahead and rebirth. It is 10 billion. I do have 10.1 billion at the top, as you can see. So pretty cool. All right, so we've rebirthed now. Let's see what we do get. Multiplier is ×3. Depth 20 meters and temperature is 300 degrees Fahrenheit. 14 hours to rebirth because again, a majority of it was asleep. And I guess that's just real world time since the last rebirth. It doesn't seem that it's actual in-game time. So don't worry, it doesn't take that long. That's just when I last played it. So it's pretty easy. All you do is initially just spam this as quickly as you can. And then as you can see, we do have a multiplier at the top. You can join the group and like the game for a 5% boost. I would advise to do it because you do actually get some extra stuff. So I do actually have some money as well from rebirthing, which is pretty nice. So one of the rebirth points I did decide to get is, it's this one right here, I believe. A rebirth shop at the bottom. Be helpful if I actually open my eyes properly. Anyway, we can go ahead and buy more things. I think what we'll do is we'll do this one and this one because that should be pretty good. And then last, I should have done this one. It's all good though. I'll get this one the next time. So now when we rebirth again, we start with 2,000 instead of 600. On rebirth 0, you start with 0, obviously. And then it does slightly become a little bit easier each time you do rebirth. All right, so we'll actually activate my drills. We do need to reset them. We've gone ahead and reset them right now. I'll continue to spam E on this. So pretty much you spam E, it generates some ores and gems and things like that. I think these are the ores. Well, they would be the ores. And then the drills do generate ores too. And then they do go over towards the, I don't even know, the furnace, I believe it's called. I think it is the furnace. But obviously, you smelt the ores, so it would be the furnace. Let's just use some logic. And now we will go ahead and go over to the furnace. We do need to empty the furnace because it does have a set capacity. You can upgrade it over here. So you can upgrade the deposit capacity and you can auto-release the ores as well. The max auto-release is really, really good. And my advice is to try to get that as soon as you can. Because to be honest, it is a game changer. It means you no longer have to do it all yourself, and it does make the process significantly easier. So one thing to be mindful of is your drills do actually break. You can buy game passes and things to prevent that, but I'm not going to do that. I don't really think the game passes are necessary on the server. So as I mentioned before, there's the conveyor wars, and as you can see right here, one of my ores is on the ground. It did fall off the conveyor belt in some way, probably because I ran over it and knocked it all off, but again, you can get these wall upgrades, which are pretty good in the late game. But for now, I think making money is just more important than saving $15 from an ore drop. So time is money. Time is money. All right, so let's go over to pick up some cash. We will go ahead and buy the floor. I think the floor is quite a good upgrade because it does make you move significantly faster. And in my opinion, that is justifiable to spend 1k on. Maybe not straight away if you're on Rebirth 0. But again, as the game does progress, I would say it's definitely worth it. So we pick up another drill right now. We'll go ahead and go back to the furnace because sadly, I do need to keep emptying it manually, at least at the moment. And then the auto release initially as well, it isn't the best. So to be completely honest, you just need to be on top of it. That is why I believe the speed upgrade for the floor is very, very good. So we'll buy the very first auto release upgrade. It does allow us to start automatically releasing ores. It isn't fast, as you can see. You probably can't even tell it's doing it, to be completely honest. And it is pretty bad, to be honest, to start out with. However, like I've mentioned, as soon as you do get a few upgrades, it does completely change everything. And it does make it really good. So, let's regroup. We'll go ahead and buy the auto upgrade once again, I think. Actually, we'll ignore that for now. Because like I mentioned, until you get a decent amount of money coming in, there's pretty much no point of doing it. I think the drills are more efficient. So we need 2.2k. For the drill and the next upgrade. So we'll just quickly go ahead and purchase, well, actually we'll use the furnace. There is obbies as well. I'm not going to do them now because I'm only playing on my laptop. I do need to plug my keyboard and mouse in, and I definitely will do that at some point soon. So I'm just playing on laptop at the moment, hence why the movement for the camera probably isn't the best, but again, I mean, it does what it needs to do. So we buy everything right here, we activate these drills once again, we do need to activate this one too, the one we've just purchased, and now since we've completed this little section over here, we can actually expand the conveyor belt, which spawns a new section on this bit, and again, you do get drills, and they are slightly better. They are different drills, they are slightly more advanced, and they do produce better ores, or they can find better ores, which again just makes the process significantly easier, because you can get more money from better ores, obviously. So we're at 2.8k. We'll purchase our very first gem fabricator, and this just fills this tank up to the max. Once it is filled up to the max, something does drop out of here, goes onto the conveyor belt, and it's a seller, of course. So we'll see what we get. These are quite good. So you can see that one right there, 600 by the look of it, not bad at all. So was it 600 or 200? I couldn't really see. But anyway, there we go. So far, so good. If you have VIP Game Pass, you can buy these Elder Boosters. Don't really know what they do because, like I mentioned earlier, I have no Game Passes, and I don't think I'll be buying any anytime soon. So we'll empty this as quickly as possible. If you do have an auto clicker, I'd probably advise to use it. It just makes it significantly quicker, and that way you can keep on top of it much easier. So we can go ahead and buy the release upgrades. This is what I'm just going to be doing. I think they are really good. And now we will just quickly repair this drill. My furnace is just overflowing, basically. I don't know what happens to the overflowing ores. Maybe it does lose them. I'm not really too sure. If you do know, drop a comment down below and let me know, please. Or I'll try and Google it or something. Hopefully Google will give me the answers, because Google usually does give you everything. Alright, so we'll just upgrade the release speed. I know it's probably not the best idea to keep doing this, but it's easier to keep on top of. And as you can see, I do have a ton of upgrades to get. 189 each world, each level does have about roughly around 70, I believe. So not bad whatsoever. And we'll just upgrade that once again. And as you can see right now, the furnace, isn't getting filled up as quickly because the auto release is working relatively well at the moment. So that is looking good. In fact, I don't even really need to do anything regarding that anymore. So it's manageable at the moment. If I was to get more drills, it would probably overwhelm it slightly, but that is okay. I'm just doing this so I can fully AFK it. That's my logic behind it. And now I think there's 1 or 2 more upgrades, so it shouldn't take too much longer. If you do the obbies, you can get cash multipliers, which is definitely worth it. I mean, I can try one in just a second. It'll probably go horribly wrong because I'm on laptop, but again, we'll give it a go. How bad can it be? As I probably fail. I'm only trying it once. It is easy to do it with the keyboard and mouse, in my opinion, but again, we'll just see how it goes. So, let's give it a go. Hopefully it works. Not really too difficult. This is the bit where I usually fail, and yeah, I'm trying it one more time. Yeah, it's not difficult. I'm just not used to doing it on key. Oh my, I give up. Alright, so if I was on a keyboard, it's much easier in my opinion. It's not difficult anyway, but sadly, it's just not meant to be in this case. So far we're looking really good. We will go ahead and purchase this next gem fabricator. We do pick up a second one, and then we'll just go ahead and activate this one. And so far this is actually looking really, really good. So what we can do now is we can wait for more cash. I'm going to just briefly expand my conveyor belt. And then again, this is all you need to do on Rebirth 0 as well if you're new to the server. Just follow this, what I'm doing right now. This is the best way to play the game in my opinion. And again, my cash is a bit more, it'll be a bit higher than yours initially because of the fact that I have multipliers. I do have a few other things as well to increase my ore luck. They'll probably be picking up better ores much quicker than yourselves if you're on Rebirth 0. However, if of course you are on Rebirth like 3 or 4, you'll be getting more money than I will. So it's just swings and roundabouts, I guess. Alright, so we'll get these drills, not bad whatsoever. We will go ahead and purchase the final, we'll actually get an ore steamer because we're making tons of money. We'll pick up the final gem fabricator too. We'll jump over the conveyor belt. And I think that's going to do it for the video, guys. So hopefully you did enjoy it. Let me know if there's anything you want to see on Roblox. If there's any servers you want me to try out, again, do let me know. And thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Otherwise, like and comment. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.